Hello everybody and welcome. Today we're going to be starting with scenario 39. Before we do that, we're going to quickly level up our red guard to level 5, which we held off to do until the beginning of the stream today, or the VOD today, whichever the case may be, simply because it is a spoiler and therefore, I mean, it's considered a spoiler, and accordingly, this allowed people who wouldn't have wanted to see it previously to not watch it last time. But now, again, if you do keep watching, be prepared to not only have had already the Voidwarden level 5 spoilers, but also the Redguard level 5 spoilers. And by the end of today, I mean, not the end of this VOD, but the beginning of the next VOD, it's pretty difficult to imagine that we won't get Hatchet level 5 spoilers as well. Although I guess if we lose the scenario, we certainly won't gain 10 experience on Hatchet, so who knows? We might lose, since we are playing at +3. Alright, so anyway, warnings have been given. It's time. Level 5 red guard. Where are you? I think it's just going to be the last card here. Yep. Sand Devil. Place the Sand Devil in an adjacent empty hex. It is considered a trap for the purposes of monster focusing and movement. At the start of each of your turns, you may force it to move up to 2 hexes, and you may force any figure on it to move with it. Anytime a figure moves onto the hex, or vice versa, not while moving together, the figure suffers 1 damage and gains muddle. I love this card. It's amazing. It's also move 5 on bottom and has 55 initiative because 555. All right, so I love this card. I've never played with this card on +3 difficulty before, so we're gonna see how that goes. I mean, obviously this card's just good no matter what. It's just a move 5. I mean, admittedly, I think this is maybe the only class where you could consider. Well, this I guess in the demo potentially the only class where you could consider taking a lower level card instead. But I don't think that's like, yeah, I guess there's Radiant Sickle. Under the argument that we already have 2 move 4s, so maybe we don't need to move 5, and maybe this effect isn't so strong at +3 difficulty just because 1 damage is so little. But like, I don't know, the forced movement and the monster AI manipulation with the movable trap, it just has always been so good to me. So we're gonna see if it remains good at +3 difficulty. Okay, so we get to gain a perk as well, obviously, since we leveled up. And so we do this, a +1 for a +2 fire. Fire is the most useful element for us by far. In you go. And this is just a solid replacement perk. All right, let's putting it under here so that it's easy for me to distinguish the 2 decks. All right. Adding in a +2 fire. I mean, there's some consideration for like, yeah, but the +1 shields are good because we're playing shield spikes, which is fair to some degree, but it's sort of a nombo because we don't often attack and go for shielding actions in the same turn. Like almost any time that there would be a situation where it would be worthwhile to have shield, we would just play a shielding action. So the overlap is pretty small between when we're attacking and when flipping shield would be good. It's never bad, but I think, it's either +1 here or +1 here. Only here it's actually even a slightly better +1, bless you, because we're getting a +1 out of our deck, which is kind of a positive, and also it adds fire. Redguard is such a great class, it really is. All right, so we picked up this last time in the Redguard. We have nothing to do with it, so 48 gold. And it just gets thrown on up here. Never to be used again. All right. Oh yeah, we actually have a small. No, we don't have a small item slot we're using here. We have the skeleton. All right, which is up there. So I think we're good. I've already done city event and road event. City event we gain 1 prosperity. We're getting close to 3, which is really important. I really want to do scenario 27. It's one of my favorite in Gloomhaven, but I really need to wait for prosperity 3 to do it. For reasons. And yeah, road event just had no effect. All right, so I think we're good. We're still missing a hand slot. What am I even planning on getting with that eventually? I don't even know. There's just nothing useful for a single hand. Yeah, I mean, I guess we're just gonna keep on waiting on that. Is that the only thing? Yeah, here we're all full. I mean, here we have our head slot, which is not full. 58 gold. Oh yeah, yeah. We should actually just grab the head we plan on getting, right? Yeah, I don't have any enhancements that I'm waiting on doing on the Voidwarden. Oh, I am waiting to enhance this. How much will that cost for, let's say, like, +1 attack? At +1 attack, we're looking at 125 gold. Mm-hmm. So that'd be close with what we're planning. Could also have Immobilize enhanced on there. It's a bit more expensive. Yeah, well, for now, I think we can just buy our item. Also, I just want to be as strong as possible because I don't want to lose. So we have a -1 discount. We're going to go ahead and buy, where are you? The Empowering Talisman. All right, so this costs us 44 gold. So this leaves us with 14 gold. So we don't need to gain too much gold to... Basically, we need to have 25 gold in order to be good for enhancing this. Okay. Solid. So I believe we can start the scenario now. All right. Let's go ahead and grab the battle goals, since if I don't, people will stop calling me Mr. Battle Goals, which is definitely something they call me right now. Yeah, I was afraid these would be upside down. Oh, 2 double check marks. Gain 7 or fewer experience, or have 1 or more monsters present on the map at the beginning of every round during the scenario. I guess we should actually look at the scenario. So, the rules for this are destroy the altar A, which again is not indicated. Let's just grab a little thing so we can show where that is, because this is supposed to be placed. Whatever, it's close enough to rules as written, I'm not complaining at this point. Obviously, there's once again curses to everyone, and Dark Pit obstacles cannot be destroyed. At the start of every round, move the Ice Elemental token to the Strong column, and move the Fire... Oh, come on. Well, that sucks. Well, Redguard's getting super nerfed here, then. Never being able to use Fire is brutal. Okay. Sure. I do hate these sort of scenarios. Having a monster every round is possible, certainly, because we're looking at a large, giant room, and then we just have to open this door with 1 monster left in here. It's not so likely that we're able to do that, though, simply because, like, these monsters are all going to come down here. We're going to end up fighting most of the scenario. We're, like, right in this spot, and then we're going to go from here up to here. Sorry, I have to blow my nose quickly. All right, sorry about that. Yeah, so, like, even though it seems good, it's not really going to work out that way. Yeah, I actually really hate this scenario. I'd forgotten about how much I dislike this one. So this scenario has multiple things that I dislike, mechanic-wise, like from an overview perspective. One is the random nerfing of an element. Like having a scenario where you have an element which is just strong all the time is interesting. Why not? And you allow it, like, you put Frost Demons in a scenario where they always have ice, so this makes them more threatening. Sure, that's like a cool development. But then for the thematic reason, like, but ice is strong, so fire has to be weak, this just randomly nerfs classes that care about that element, and I don't know. I think this, like, having an element be perma strong doesn't add theme and sort of a relatively interesting mechanic without really sacrificing balance or fun mechanics. But just randomly nerfing an element can't has the random potential to just make a scenario really unfun for certain characters. In this case, this isn't like as bad. For example, a spellweaver who's just all into cold fire at this point, coming and doing this scenario, you're just like, okay, that's great. I mean, I guess you're kind of okay because you can still just cast the stun all the time. But I don't know. I mean, here it sort of sucks for the Redguard because a lot of what we do is based on fire. I mean, Burn Away the Darkest Top is just unusable now. We do have a mana potion in our party. No, we don't have a single mana potion. Yeah, we do have 1 mana potion in our party, so we can use it 1 time. All right, but anyway, I think we end up fighting in this area. I mean, I guess in this area most of the time. So I think there's going to be a period of time where we're up here and there are no monsters left. Accordingly, I don't think we're going to be able to do that one. I don't think we're going to be able to gain 7 or fewer experience either, but I think it's more likely. Okay. one-shot a monster or 3 or fewer hands at the end, and discard at the end of the scenario. 3 or fewer cards. I mean, this is a hard one. If we beat it, I don't think we'll have a lot of margin left, so... Alright. Kill 1 or more elite monsters during the scenario, or never allow your hit point value to drop below half. I mean, I think there's... Yeah, we've already got 3 elite monsters in this room. We're the one who most likely kills monsters. We'll take it. Okay. Mr. Battlecoals living up to his name. Alright. So, let's take a look at our cards. Are there any of these cards that I would want? And there's basically just Signs of the Void. And I don't think that's what we're looking for here. Like, yeah, Signs of the Void is particularly good with the Shield Spikes build, but we're facing mostly more powerful, hard-hitting enemies. I mean, God, this scenario +3 is going to be so insane. Like level 7 enemies. I mean, look how much this hits for 7. This hits for 5. These hit for 5. Shield Spikes just does nothing. It just does absolutely nothing. Like, we just can't get to a high enough shield value for Shield Spikes to even work against these enemies. We've sort of, I mean, yeah, we've outscaled Shield Spikes in terms of the difficulty of the scenario levels. I mean, the scenario difficulty level. So yeah, stacking shield is just no longer a reliable tactic against enemies that hit this hard. It can still be good on some scenarios where enemies don't hit so hard, but definitely not here. All right, like this. All right. So we don't have any reason to change there. Red guard, we do need to change at least a card. So I've sort of said that Shield Spike sucks, so I probably still don't need to bring this. I also don't want anything that relies on fire to be useful. I'm still going to keep Burn Away the Dark just because the bottom's still going to be very good here. So there's like a consideration for cutting. I mean, like we're keeping this, still keeping this because this is still just move forward 19 initiative. This is fine. This is fine. So Shield Spikes might be gone. This is definitely staying. This is good. This is actually good here too, because the Immobilize is good against bears and against Frost Demons, although Frost Demons do have their one chance now to always flip the ranged attack. This card is just useless, so this is an easy cut. It's useless here, because again, creating fire literally does nothing. Okay. So the only other consideration is maybe this. I mean, like, I guess technically either of these are fine. Are either of these better than any of the cards that we have right now? Like, so obviously this is always just going into there. So, yeah, it really just comes down to, is Shield Spikes worth having? We've built around it so much. It's really going to make me sad if we can just no longer use it. But it just seems too hard to do it here. Yeah, and the Shield Spikes bottom is not that compelling. I mean, I guess it is a self-heal that removes wound, removes poison. Oops. Which is useful. I mean, like, these things wound, these things have a reasonable frequency of poisoning. So maybe that's still not bad. How are our initiatives otherwise? I think I like keeping this no matter what. It's just a 12 initiative and the bottom is still good, even if we're not looking to use the top anymore. So, like, yeah, really, we could just put in one of these. We're not very light heavy, though. Like, we've just got one card which creates light, so adding in a light spender doesn't make a ton of sense. Like, it's kind of narrow, and we can also just spend light here. I think it's fine just to go with what we have here. And, again, the Shield Spike's heal on bottom is still... I mean, I guess part of the selling point of the Shield Spike heal on bottom is just that it produces fire normally, whereas here, creating fire just does nothing. But again, a heal 2 range 2 on bottom still seems fine. Yeah, let's try like this. Plus, it gives us some flexibility. Like, all right, there's a world in which we kill, yeah, right. We kill a bunch of these things quickly, and these just sit back here summoning skeletons, and then we turn on shield spikes afterwards. And we'll still have some shield abilities to go with it, even though we cut one, or we still have one cut. So I think this is fine. Okay. And yeah, for Voidwarden, I mean, the only card we're really considering ever bringing in at this point is this. And like I said, that just doesn't make sense anymore. So what we have on Voidwarden, unless we brought in like a specific card for the previous scenario, but I don't think we did. I think we just have all good cards here. Yep, no, we just have all good cards. Okay. So this is something that could potentially be cut. Yeah, so the only thing that we could potentially cut here is Second Wind. Oh, crap. Just realized we have the higher level Hatchet cards here. Unintentionally. I forgot we were going over that last time. And we didn't spoil the Hatchet surprise, though. Yeah, so I mean, Disorienting Barrage just sucks now. Enemies have too much health for AoE like that to be effective. Yeah, I think the low initiative move is probably just the best thing we can have. Does that make us too bottom heavy is the question. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, realistically 5 tops. If we want to use this for a bottom, we do end up a little bit bottom heavy. But no, that's actually fine, because no matter what, because it's actually 1, 2, yeah, yeah, we're fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because we play favorite first anyway. All right. Looks like everything is good for us to start here, so we just need the 3 curses into everyone's deck, because this wasn't strong enough to begin with, or hard enough to begin with. The old unavoidable curses. Especially on our tight 12-card deck. Woof. Brutal. Alright. Let's go. Alright, well, we know what we're doing on the first turn with Hatchet. The question is which bottom do we play? Hmm. I mean, I guess probably just playing this anyway, just to throw it away. We're losing all our good initiatives then, but I think this is fine. I kind of want to keep all my other cards are useful tools. I could go with like this, hoping that the bears go before 30, but it's not a guarantee the bears go before 30, so. All right, so how good is Sand Devil? Sand Devil moves 2, right? Maybe Sand Devil's actually really good here. With all these traps in this spot, being able to keep moving enemies back and stuff like that. Yeah, I actually think I like trying to just start with a Sand Devil here. Okay. So what if we do something like this and this then? Especially since we're not going to be playing Shield Spikes as a persistent loss here, we have a greater ability to play this. I don't love moving up because all right, let's see what happens with the Drakes here. Let's map them out. So the Drakes are they all normals? Yeah, fortunately. So you have 4 movement, 4 range. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So technically, if we don't move up, then the Drake shouldn't hit us. Typically. So what could how could I play around not moving up? I mean, realistically, I could just do something like this, I guess is the best thing. Assuming that the bears move before 55, which is most of the time going to happen. If the bear doesn't move, this is also just fine. Like, yeah, sure, I use my disarm for nothing, but then I don't know if these don't move, it's possible I can still move up and disarm him. And also, if they don't move, like, I mean, then they're not hitting, which is still great. I get to set up Sand Devil for free. So I think this just makes sense, just going like this. Accepting that the bears hit me this round and getting a disarm for next round. Like, I mean, what? It's like 47 total health here. It's not like one of these is going to be dead next round. So whether we disarm it for this round or disarm it for next round, we're still doing all right, I think. Okay, well, Master Influence up, and Master Influence and Smoking the Reefer. I'm gonna just stand fast. I like this. We don't have an element to consume, but we can still just make a range attack on one of these. If they move up, we can have Hatchet attack, and if they don't move up, we can have Red Guard attack. Also, like, the other thing we could do is our typical turn 1 of... Oh, wait, hold on. Do we have anything that consumes ice? I forgot there's, like, perma-ice here. No, we have no null-loss abilities that consume ice. We just have the bottom of Taunting Fate. Um, yeah. Yeah, I like this. Like, the issue is... I mean, alright. I guess we could start here. No, because they can do multi-target. I mean, I guess if they do multi-target, it's going to happen anyway, even if we start here. So maybe this is better? How likely is it that these hit us? Feels a little bit risky to put the Voidwarden this far forward. This does allow us to do a stun this turn. What's the advantage of waiting to do the attack, though? There's not a huge advantage of waiting to do the attack. I mean, ideally, the advantage is, like, trying to get an element off of it. But I guess there's ice anyway, which we can theoretically just use for this. So, no, I think this is fine. All right. Well, again, I don't have high hopes for this one, but let's give it a try. Cultist Death Explode, at least not summoning, that's good. -1 move, don't mind that. Would have preferred them not to move. And Cave Bear's going at 13, moving, but plus -1 attacks. Okay. Get that little bug here. No. Alright, well let's do a round and hope that it just fixes itself next round. Oh, picture-in-picture as well. Sorry. Gotta do that as well. Alright, well, how do we do the picture-in-picture? Like, all of this, I suppose? Oops. Alright. I guess that's about as good as we can do. Alright, so picture-in-picture set up. Initiative tracker doesn't want to work this round. Hopefully it'll work next round. If not, well, it's going to be a long day. I mean, if it doesn't work, I'll try saving the game and then reloading. Just restarting the game, restarting TTS, but for now we'll try to play 1 or 2 rounds and see. Sometimes it can just fix itself in the second round. Normally the little trick that I did there fixes it, or at least on the Frosthaven mod it does. Alright, so -1 movement. We got 2 movement. 1, 2, 1, 2. I actually like them moving up. This is good. I mean, them not summoning is a huge win for us. So then 13 is here. We've known before that. We're 17. God, it is. It takes getting used to having to go back to doing things the old way. I can't believe anyone ever lived like this. All right. So you to there, and then we could move you to here, or we can put the 2 of you like this. 2 of you like this is probably fine. Okay. So they attack at -1s. That's going to be an attack 6 and an attack 4 wound. Nothing really special to do there, so yeah, here we go. Attack 6, attack 4. So 6 and 3. So the 6 becomes 4, and the 3 becomes 2. So we take 6 total damage here. Yeah. I'm not sure our characters are capable of dealing with this type of scenario. Like these level of stats. Alright, we'll see. Okay. Activate this. Could move. Don't really need to move. Do we really want to move? All right, let's carefully consider everything here, because this is pretty important. I mean, no, next turn we're probably just going to do like Fancy Hat plus Ricochet. We can do a bottom heal as well. I guess there is certainly an argument to spreading out a bit. I suppose spreading out like this makes the most sense, because then Redguard can move to here. Because I'd like to place the Sand Devil. I guess I don't really want to place the Sand. No. It has to be an empty space where we place it. Yeah, empty hex. Hmm. Yeah. I mean, I think going over here is probably fine. I could go here even. Then I'm hitting the normal first. Hitting the normal first is probably also fine. So basically the thing is that Spinning Drakes do AoE attacks, so it's kind of important to space ourselves out, which is why I'm doing this. I think this makes sense. So I'll move over there with the bottom of second wind, and I activate the favorite, and I gain 2 experience. Favorite up. Okay. That's Hatchet's turn. So then next up, we have monsters at 78 and 87. So we both go. So we're both just going to gain 2 experience. Just going to do that now. All right, so we activate, I mean, I'm doing this in reverse order, but this one's easier to do. I Master Influence over there, so here we place the Sand Devil. All right, so we need a Sand Devil. What do I want to use? Oh, I know what I want to use. Yay. I think this is the most reasonable. Oh, no, that's not what I want. And then we're gonna make this like this. Yeah. Boom. So like I could move up and place the Sand Devil first. How much are the Frost Demons moving? They have -1 moves, so 2 and 3 respectively. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, not very much. I guess there is something to be said for having a Sand Devil further up. I'd like to drag the bear up. I guess we're going to disarm him, but he's still going to move. Otherwise, we can just move it through the 2 of them to do 1 damage to each, which feels sort of bad. Curious to see the Sand Devil playing Gloomhaven. I didn't use it much in Jaws of the Lion. Yeah, we'll see here. So these traps are damaged and immobilized, right? So the goal is really just to get some things into them. I mean, I guess realistically what I should do is I should go like this and place the Sand Devil here. I don't love this though. The thing I just don't really like about this so much is that it's just not going to do anything next turn. I think that's fine though. The goal of the Sand Devil is to play around with the monsters up here with these traps. We'll see how it works. Activating it, and here I can create fire, but there's really no reason to do that. I mean, sure, I'll do it just for the pleasure of it. I'm going to consume the ice, take that, and create fire. And I do a move 2, and I disarm the elite bear. I also took 1 damage from my wound. I could healing potion this right away, but I could also, I mean, no, there's no way. No way to get it there just in time with the compass. But I'm just gonna get wounded again soon, I think. So I think I'll wait a little bit on the healing potion. Okay. And so then for us, one ally or enemy within range 3 may perform attack 3, range 3, targeting an enemy of your choice. So I will have the Hatchet attack the... Oh no, actually. I can have the Cave Bear attack the other Cave Bear, because that'll apply wound. Or I guess I should have the regular Cave Bear attack the Elite Cave Bear. Well, sort of. So the thing is, getting down to 1 Cave Bear is better for us, because we can chain CC 1 Cave Bear much more easily than 2. Oh, sorry, I had to stretch. Oh, God. At the same time, wound is more valuable on an enemy with more health. It's not like we're easily applying wound in the future, so I think I prefer just to get the wound here, just because it's going to start ticking, and we do have to kill both of these. I mean, they do also have the possibility of healing themselves if they hibernate, though, so there's no guarantee that the wound just, like, ticks them all the way down, unlike something like guards. Hmm. Hmm. No. I think it's better just to kill a bear as quickly as possible. Oh, wait, hold on. This makes a ranged attack, though. So do I want them attacking with disadvantage? I mean, with not advantage? Yeah. Oh, wait, I can't have this one attack. It's disarmed. Well, that makes the choice very easy. Like, so I could have you attack. You're going to use a better modifier deck because we're going to use the hatchets rather than ours, and you're going to get to attack with advantage rather than just non-advantage like regular. But I think wound is better than advantage. I mean, sort of, because we have 3 curses in our deck, and if we draw a curse, obviously that's worse than having attacked with advantage. Still, the wound is pretty high value. So one ally or enemy within range 3, you perform attack 3, range 3, targeting an enemy of your choice. So I will have the regular bear attack the elite cave bear, and I'll draw. Okay, again, because Master Influence, it would have advantage, but because it's adjacent for a ranged attack, it does not have advantage. So it does 3 damage, and drops wound on it. And I'm also just going to summon this right away. I have the ability to use this multiple times per scenario now with the Empowering Talisman, so... Oops. Just getting this out as quickly as possible and trying to have it deal some damage seems like a good plan. I'll put it here. No reason to put it next to them at this point. Okay. Do I Stamina Push and Stand Fast immediately? Just have... No, because I have a stun on bottom next turn. I'll probably end up Stamina Pushing one of these, but there's no guarantee which one it will be. Oh, sorry. I forgot. I had the element. Obviously, I was consuming an element with Master Influence. 1 more damage. That's even why I was just trolling around creating fire from the ice because I knew I would use it with Master Influence anyway. All right, so you're at 87, you're at 78, so you're going to create ice. I mean, that doesn't matter. Ice gets created every round. So -1 movement, like I said, so 3 movement and 2 movement respectively. So 1, 2, 3, and then that's just 1. And then all the drakes go. Again, I would love for them not to move. Oops, not there. -1 movement, so 3 movement each. Still won't be in range, which is good, but still don't love it. I'm not sure it was possible for them to get in range this round. Alright. Hey, Sky Chronicler. Hey, Flips. Hey, everybody. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Boost the stream challenge. What is the boost the stream challenge? That's not the thing that I made, is it? The thing that I made was the 4 triangles. Yeah. What? I don't understand what, like, is there another challenge thing? Like, I just don't know what that is. I saw something mentioned about that, but I guess is that just something that's on Twitch in general right now? Anyway, let's try a new round. So pretty easy around here. Hit both the bears while we can. As for here, proceed to die a horrible death as those drakes come up and start hitting us. Something like this, I suppose. I guess like this is even fine. Here, something like this. And, oops, I don't love cursing myself, but stunning them is pretty good here. I could maybe get away with not stunning. Nah. Yep, Tabletop Simulator with Jaws line characters. We're playing regular Gloomhaven, but Jaws line characters. So this is sort of funny. If I guess the problem is if they both go after us, then one of our turns is wasted. So we could go like this. There's the risk that we just die to all the drakes then, though. Like, I mean, the issue is like I don't even know how we don't die to all these drakes. I really don't know how. They just hit for way too much damage. Again, flying ranged enemies that hit for 5 each when our health is 11, and the most shield we can get per round is like 2. Like, even if we were maximum shield and did nothing else for the round, we would still be taking 9, assuming all of them hit us, and again, if they move, they're hitting us. Yeah, I think going late here makes sense. So basically, like, what I'm imagining doing here. Oh, it's true. I don't have the weighted net on the hatchet. That's a shame. So what happens if they go before? That's the bad thing, right? Then this is gonna come here and kill the summon. That I don't like. That's actually quite bad. So maybe we just don't play greedy here. Yeah, and just do something like this instead. The problem is this isn't even like extremely likely to go before the bears. It's pretty likely. So if we do this, we move, strengthen ourselves, get some shield, which is not a bad thing since, like I said, we're gonna take a million attacks. I mean, we're having to pitch cards from turn 2 of the scenario no matter what. There's not really any way around this. And then we just do a disarm attack on this one. And so then accordingly, what we want to do is actually go later here, let the bears lose their disarm, and then we get to stun one of them, and then make a ranged attack. Yeah, that seems fine. And then Hatchet obviously just doing Hatchet things. All right, well, here goes. I mean, again, it really is going to come down to flips. We have to fade too many flips, though, I think, but we'll see. The Cultists need to keep not summoning. We need them to not summon for like 3 or 4 more turns, realistically, to have a chance, and we just really need these not to move. So the initiative tracker is just completely broken, and these moved. Bless you. All right, well, I'm going to quickly... Oh, the cave bears are... Oh, no. Yeah, and the frost demons are also not moving up, which is like the purpose of the Sand Devil. Well, I mean, the cultists didn't summon, but otherwise this went about as poorly as possible. So is there no way for me to fix this? I wish I knew what was causing this problem. Having to play the entire scenario without the initiative tracker is going to be quite tedious. I mean, I guess realistically I'm not going to survive this scenario much longer, so let's just try to do it. Okay, so the cave bears go first. They have 1 shield, 2 retaliate, and they heal themselves for 2. Let's just take 1 from his wound. Goes up like this, loses this, loses this. Just have 1 shield? Sure. Alright, so the next step is going to be here, and then here, and then there. Sorry, I do have to blow my nose. I realize I'm being stupid. It will probably make the VOD shorter if I just restart, but I'll try one more round and hope that I'll give it one more chance to fix itself, since we already kind of started this round. And then after that, if the initiative tracker still doesn't work next round, I will restart TTS quickly. Agreed, Flips. That would be great. I understand. Classic Jason of the line. I understood what had happened though, don't worry. Add +2 attack or +1 attack to all your ranged attacks this round, +2 only. Hatchet's not that broken. And then we're going to do attack 3 and then attack 2, targeting 2 enemies. So we're going to target the regular and then the elite. We're going to throw the favorite into the regular. And I'm going to use the goggles here because I'm making a bunch of attacks. And I've got 3 curses in my deck. Do I ever use the piercing bow here? I suppose I can use the piercing bow here. There's no enemies in this scenario. Oh, I guess there can never be elite bones. Well, there can be, but I don't believe there are. I don't believe bones are set up for this scenario. I believe the only reason bones are here is because they get summoned by cultists. So realistically, we're never attacking into something that has more than 1 shield in this scenario. So piercing bow is never adding more than 2 damage. Would definitely have loved if I had the weighted net. Oh well. All right, so we will use the piercing bow. So we have +1 attack. So this is a 4, and then a 3. Except we're using the favorite on the 4. So we're making a 7 here, and then a 3 there, both with advantage. Because of the goggles, we don't need to stun because both the things will be CC'd. All right, here we go. So the 7 first. Okay, nice. Oh, ambiguity rules. Interesting. Yeah, poison has to be better than 1 more damage here, for sure. So we'll actually take the +1 poison rather than the +2 muddle. Nice. I love Jaws line ambiguity rules. That gives us an 8. I mean, poison's adding at least 1 more damage here, right? So realistically, it's adding more than that. All right, and then on the other. Yep. I love it. Like, but no. Just gonna be one of those. All right, so no damage to the other one. Excellent. Excellent. And we're done. So then we have you at 16. So we get this to go first, huh? Is 1 direct damage to both of them better than moving this 1/1 this way? I can move that 1/1 that way, and then that can be the one I stun this turn. So then next turn we can theoretically get it actually up into the traps. It's not bad. Yeah, I don't mind that. I think that's better than 1 free damage here. So let's go Sand Devil like this, Sand Devil like this. You go there, 1 damage to you there. And I think you're also muddled, but this really doesn't matter because you're going to be CC'd anyway. Okay, and so I actually do need to move first. I'm going to do move 2, shield 2. So I take 1 from my wound here. I'm actually just going to heal now because otherwise I'm surely pitching cards this turn. Decent chance I'm pitching anyway, but alright, so where do I want to move to? So I need to move before attacking. I don't want to be adjacent to them. It's this one that's going to get stunned, so it's this one we're attacking. Okay, so we can go to here. I guess. Why scenario 39 today? I just didn't have that many scenarios to do. I don't have that many choices. Oh. So we have, I can go over this quickly because why not? It's a reasonable question. We have 65. We've already tried. This is just impossible in a 3-player party with Jaws Lion characters. Just like straight up impossible. I don't think there's a world like many scenarios that we lose. It's like, well, if these flips had just been a little bit different, we could have won. There's no world of flips which allows us to beat this in a 3-player party with the Jaws Lion characters. We just don't have enough movement. This scenario is a nightmare, although we will do it soon. This is the other scenario we're doing today. It's also very hard. This scenario is extremely hard. This scenario I need to wait till Prosperity 3 to do, and that's it. Oh, have we not done 6, actually? Interesting. Maybe I just didn't check it off, but it's possible we haven't done 6. So it's possible we could go do that. I'd forgotten about that one, but I guess that'll be next week then. All right. So I'm going to move up to here. I'm going to give myself 1 shield. I'm going to strengthen myself. The biggest argument for going up is simply like preventing the drakes from moving sets us up potentially. Like I think the only way we win this scenario again is with lucky flips, and the most realistic way to approach that is to get these drakes like just to not move for a turn. We really, really need them to not move for a turn. So by keeping the drakes further back, if we get them to not move for a turn, we can run back down here or something like that. These comments make it seem like Gloomhaven is a hard game. Yeah, no kidding. Well, +3 difficulty obviously changes things a lot. Okay, so create dark and ice, and we're going to make an attack 2 on the poison one, which also disarms. Okay. Sure. So 3 damage. 2 damage, actually, because he does have 1 shield. In Ox and Kamen is hard, or hard but draws lion characters. In Ox and Kamen is a very difficult scenario. On a competitive, like, some scenarios scale more with difficulty than other scenarios. Is sort of the best way to put that. In Ox and Kamen scales. We're actually advantaged. Oops. Scales very difficultly with difficulty level. Just forgot we had strengthened. Beautiful. All right, so that's our turn. So next was them at 18. They consume ice, immobilize everything in range 2, and heal 3 themselves. And basically all this means is we just don't have ice, but we do have dark, so that's fine. Oh, we don't actually have to stun ourselves anymore. That's nice. Forgot about that. Ice is nice. Not actually ice. Okay, so you're at 52, you're at 58, you're at 27. Yep. God. You don't realize how great something is until you don't have it anymore. Okay. Scaling with difficulty, yeah. Precisely. Alright, so cultists are done. So now it's the drakes which go. They all attack the red guard. 1, 2, 3, 4 range on each of them. These are all attack 5s with muddle. Perfectly reasonable for this many attack 5s against level 5 characters. Alright, sure. We do have the correct HP pool, right? At 18? Yeah, we set this before the scenario. Yep. Alright, well, here we go. 3 attack 5s. 6. I mean, realistically, alright, if a 6 is 5, then we go down to 8. And then we take 2 5s, we have to lose a card anyway. So yeah, we should just lose a card now. Because theoretically, like, we can't get crit, so the only way it could be worse than this is on a +1. I mean, it's on a +2. So if you flip a +2 and we did this, this is slightly inefficient. We could have 1 more life, but it's only 2 out of 17 that we flip a +2 here. Again, a crit is just a +0. Obviously, like, yeah, sure, if one of them misses, then I don't need to pitch a card, but it's not very likely that they miss. Again, I don't think we should play around that 2 out of 17 either. I guess technically this now puts us at a 4 out of 17, because, like, yeah, not exactly like that, but something similar. And I mean, like, I understand, like, oops, one of them can certainly flip a -1 or something, but if we end up at 1 life, that's not any better. Like, we're still gonna end up having to pitch cards, and if we get wounded, we're just gonna have to pitch cards every turn. So, like, I'd rather just keep 6 life here. And this is why, yeah, higher difficulty level gets a bit insane. And this is why you can't play lost cards in Gloomhaven, because you just have to lose cards to negate damage all the time. Okay, so we've got 2 more attack 5s. Ah, damn it. I forgot to pitch the card for the previous one, but so we take this one. Really? Really? All right. So +2 and a +1. So it was 5, 6, 5. So we took a 6 and a 5. 6 and 5 are 5 and 4. So we take 9 down to 4 life. Okay. So, and we pitched a card. What is the pitch? I don't really want to lose early initiative, but I think it just has to be this at this point. Also, wounding the enemy I'm next to is not useful. And, you know, that's a shield spikes card. Okay, so now we get to go on the Voidwarden. So on the Voidwarden, we're going to consume Dark, and then recreate Dark. Ice is going to get created anyway. At the beginning of the next round, I'm just doing that now. For simplicity, stun. Oh, sorry, well, first, this goes here. So our summon normally has 3 life. It's going to go down to 2. No, down to 1 because of the retaliate, right? Does it have 2 retaliate this round? Yeah, of course. It's like a summon magnet. They knew that we would summon, so, oh yeah, the damage tracker things are not easy to find here. I mean, I actually know where they are, but that's fine. We're not 3 HP. It's like, oh, I smell a summon. Quick, pull out the retaliate, you know? Okay, so there was someone who goes down to 1 health. I mean, ultimately, this doesn't matter too much, whether it's at 1 health or 3 health. It wasn't really changing anything. It flipped to +1. The thing has 1 shield, so normally this attacks for 2, +1 for the modifier is 3, +1 for the poison is 4, 1 shield, 3 damage. Not bad, not bad. Okay. And then, us, we have an attack 4, range 3 curse. I'm just inclined to actually hit the... Oh, sorry. So I do ice bottom stun. This goes here. I'm inclined to hit the elite bear here. So the normal bear is disarmed for next round anyway, so he can't do anything. Also, the favorite is in the normal bear, so like it's a pretty easy attack for Hatchet next turn with follow through just to finish that off very easily, and then go grab the favorite, right? Yeah, I think that makes sense. And also by attacking here, we get a curse. And given how much damage every single enemy in this scenario, I guess except the cultist, hits for, um, a curse is pretty valuable, I think. Like, doubling the possibility they miss is, I think, a pretty big deal. So let's go ahead and hit the Elite Bear with our attack. Ooh, okay. We'll take those. So definitely happy I hit there now. And we give them one curse. Gotta start somewhere. I mean, the good thing is they flipped all the positive modifiers in their deck, so I can't get much worse from here, right? 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 Okay. That's the end of the round. Do I want to stamina push on something now? No, I think we're good. Okay. So, our plan is, imagine playing this scenario with hidden dungeons, walking in and getting obliterated by drakes. Yeah. Alright. So what are we doing? Our goal is to run away. Oh, I did actually press end round. Oh, maybe that's why it didn't work last time. Maybe I didn't do an end round. Yeah. So our goal is to run away. Again, the only way we're beating the scenario from this position is if these don't move this turn, and we can run away and not get hit. The earliest they can attack is 27, although 27 I think they do move, but we should still just try to go before 27, I think, with something like this. This is a reasonable action here. Hold on. I gotta figure out the other people as well. So yeah, I mean, follow through certainly makes sense. And the heal is not a bad idea if the red guard can make it to us. So we would need the red guard to move 3 to do that. So red guard would basically need to hit here and then go here. We follow through there. Yeah, that works. So we just straight up do Strangling Chain at 19 initiative because this initiative just works out perfectly. And then we would need to move with this. This I love using less because I kind of feel like there's a situation. There's a world in which I want this healing, but I suppose I can just stamina push in here anyway. I already had to pitch a card, so I can stamina push in for an extra turn. So we have some options, and a move 3 just makes sense. I don't want to use my absolute earliest initiative. I'd rather keep that. I think that's more valuable. All right, so that and that. Again, neither of these can go, and these can't go before 25 or 27. 27, I think. I mean, they can, but they don't attack. If they do their not attack this turn, that would also be a dream. Like, again, I just need them to somehow flip something that doesn't involve them attacking this round. Okay, so what are we doing with the Voidwarden? So the issue that we have here is we need to go after the two of them. It's not such an issue per se. I guess just doing something like this is fine. We're not actually going to have anyone adjacent to the elite bear, and the regular bear should be dead. We do need to move accordingly, because this is only range 2. Like, the goal is just going to be to gift an attack to our summon, essentially. So, like, Hatchet kills you, heals Redguard, who goes there. Redguard hits this with Strangling Chain, goes here. Hatchet kills you, heals you. Bear or Skeleton moves here, hits this, which is Strangling Chain, to get some extra damage. Oh no, but this is going to get moved away, was the plan. So it's not even going to be there. So, hold up. So that makes that worse. I guess then the plan is to do like this, but making Hatchet pay life is pretty brutal here. But getting poison and damage on that is pretty important. I guess if we're just going to take that to the traps, it might just be dead soon, right? I mean, how much damage do these traps do? It's got to be, yeah, 8 damage. So once we get, I mean, 2 traps and this is essentially dead. Not actually dead. I mean, it is actually. With Strangling Chain plus the traps, it is actually dead if it makes it to it. If we can get it to 1 trap and then another. I guess then we're losing some trap equity with our Sand Devil, but... So maybe we don't really need to be hitting it. So in that case, we could just go with like Taunting Fate top and a heal on bottom as well. I like that a little bit less because the initiative is the issue. Because we have to go late. Again, I don't know. Even if we heal, even if we use all our heals on the red guard, if these things hit us this turn, we still have to pitch more cards. Like, it's just unavoidable. I mean, I guess not technically because there's a summon to tank. I mean, they can also just do AoE attacks. I don't know. Again, I think we just have to play to our outs here. And I think playing to our out is them not attacking. Like, having a way in which either by them just not doing an attack or not doing a move this turn, the Drakes don't attack. Which I think we're like, flip 2 cards this far, not reshuffle. If I'm not mistaken, I believe they have 2 non-moves in their deck. And then they also have the non-attack. So I think we're 50% there. I think we just have to play to the 50-50 here. Like, it's really annoying otherwise. Basically, if I don't do that, then I need to do this, but I have to move in order to do that, and I have to go up to, like, here. But then that also potentially exposes me to getting attacked, which I don't really like. Also, it means my summon is just wasting an attack here. Yeah, no, I think it's so much better to just do it like this. I know we're being greedy, but I mean, you know, I've talked about this before. The worse of a situation you're in, the less you can play around. And we're obviously in a really bad situation with our tank already at 4 health and already having pitched a card. So let's go. All right, so the initial tracker's never... Oh, it is working. Oh, thank God. We just had to bleed. I guess I just had to do end round once. No, this is GG. Yeah. Is what it is. Hey, Justinian. All right, I'm curious if I was wrong. I don't normally look through decks, but... So No, yeah, so I'm not wrong. I wasn't actually wrong. I actually had the completely correct read here. So they've had 3 possibilities to not move. I mean, 1 possibility to not attack, and then 2 more possibilities to not move this entire time. They didn't flip any of them in 3 turns. Yeah, like again, if any of these, like, we were like 3 out of 8, and then 3 out of 7, and then 3 out of 6. We just needed that one of the turns. We just couldn't have this every single turn. This is an L, unfortunately. Again, at certain difficulty levels with characters that, I mean, like, we're still pretty early in the campaign. We haven't done many enhancements yet. We don't have high prosperity items, and our characters aren't overpowered, with the exception of Hatchet, who's a bit overtuned. At some point, you just kind of, you can't play around everything. I mean, it's not even you can't play around everything. Sometimes you just do need a little bit of luck. I wouldn't even call it luck. Like, I think it was reasonable to expect 1 non-move from Drakes, but... Alright, so the Sand Devil goes first, and carries you off on your merry way. So we have to consider how to make this work otherwise. So we definitely don't get to attack here, that's for sure, which is a shame because that thing's going to effectively have 1 health left. I have to heal myself. Do I have to heal myself? Do I absolutely have to heal myself here? I mean, I think I do, yes. I also have access to the compass here, but I don't know how useful that is. I'm trying to see if there's an out, something that I'm missing. So the Voidwarden goes before the Spitting Drakes. That's interesting. I guess maybe we don't have to heal then? Getting this attack is just so important. I mean, obviously we do have to hit for damage, but... wasn't intentionally making a Chewbacca sound there, but... Basically, I need one of the hits. All right, so we got to figure this out, and we're going to try our best to because I really want to beat this scenario. And I think it's reasonable to play well. So what we have to consider here is we need to try to find a way such that the summon tanks one of the attacks, the red guard takes the other 2, the red guard is in range to get healed, and none of the attacks splash. And I believe this is impossible because the issue is the range 2 on our heal, right? any way that the Voidwarden manages to heal, I mean, all of our heals actually here have range too. So there's no way we can heal anyone without attack splashing on us. This is just a disaster. This is actually the worst possible thing they could flip here. There's nothing worse than this. There's legitimately nothing they could have flipped worse than this. No, there actually isn't. There's not a single thing they could have flipped worse than this. Because again, either of these, which are the scary things, we move out of the range and nothing hits. Yeah, I mean, no call to summon is fine. The thing is that like no call to summon is like a future us problem. These drakes are a current us problem. And like, I don't know, these hitting us every round is a problem because we need to at some point run into these and kill them. But if we just all have no health left, how do we even do that? Because it's not like we can just like in one turn blitz them. They have 39 health. So hard. God. So presumably the hatchet will attack here, kill this. So then this summon can move to here, which just puts it like so. Our heals on hatchet also just. I mean, I guess we heal the summon. Why not? So we attack here, kill this, summon heal, boom. So then Redguard, if we attack this, we can move to like here, I guess. And then we do get all the heals here, but then presumably multiple ones of these. I mean, there's a world with the summon having 3 health that they flip a -1 on one of the attacks. If they flip a -1 on one of the attacks, it's amazing for us, right? Because then 2 attacks will go into the summon and nothing else. I guess that's what we have to play around here. That's got to be the line. All right, sure. Accordingly, I guess we're just going to retreat. Doubt. If all adjacent hexes would be occupied near the cultists, would the living bones spawn a trap? No, they just won't be summoned. Okay, so let's start with Strangling Chain. We're gonna make an attack 3 targeting the bear. Just need to get at least a -2. Just need literally 1 damage on this attack. Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. Amazing. Like at some point, you know. All right, so we go to here. Yeah, I think it's better to be 1 further away. We lose this and this, and all attacks starting us this round have disadvantage. Gain disadvantage. Okay. Hatchet's up. We're going to attack with follow through, targeting the regular bear. Alright, well at least that kills. We gain 1 experience. The favorite is there. And then we gain an experience at the bottom here of Rip from the Flesh. Do a heal 3, range 2, add strengthen, gain 1 experience if you killed an enemy this round. So we're going to heal the summon back up to full. It's also strengthen, but that doesn't matter. It's not hitting anything here. Okay, cultists go. So cultists have 3 movement. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Which of the Jaws line characters are you most comfortable familiar with at this point? Probably Redguard. I know, Redguard or Voidwarden. I don't know. It's difficult to answer exactly. I mean, any of these 3, I guess, realistically. Hatchet's also the most straightforward, so I don't know. But yeah, any of these 3. All right, -1 movement here, 3 and 2, respectively. 2, 3. Well, time for Resign Frenzy, that's for sure. It's an interesting point, actually. Okay, Cave Bears go. You just lose your stun and you're immobilized. Would have been great if you went before, because then you would still be immobilized. But we've got the initiative to beat you, so it's okay. Alright, Voidwarden's up. So the summon moves to here. And we get our turn. I guess we can actually just move so that we don't get splashed. I mean, anyway, I'm going to gain experience. I'm going to put a Bless in their deck. I don't love it, because I really need them to draw -1 attacking the summon here, but certainly need to heal the Redguard for 6 here. Okay, and then it's annoying that what I really want to do more than anything is to use the bottom of Taunting Fate plus the top of Resign Frenzy next turn. But I won't. I won't be close enough to them. If only I had a little bit more movement somehow. If only I'd played a card which had good movement. Because I can move 3 and go invisible, and then sort of have an amazing turn. How far would I need to get up for that to work? I mean, I really need to be like right there, which is much more than I have. I mean, the only way I could have moved there was actually with Resign Frenzy this turn. So I need to wait one more turn. Just they're all so perfectly clumped right now. I mean, Resign Frenzy's got to be our out. So let's see how this works currently. So we're looking at -1 movement with still 4 range. So this attacks the summon from there. And you, 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, yeah, so like you'll go to here, 1, 2, 3, 4, hit both of us. You'll go to -1 movement, so 3 movement. 1, 2. Yeah, I mean, actually, yeah. So you just go to there, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you'll go to there, 1, 2, 3. Yep. So it'll be there and there. If there was an empty hex 3 hexes away from the cultist and an empty adjacent hex to the cultist. Hold on 1 second, sorry, I have to blow my nose or sneeze. Thank you. All right. If there's an empty hex 3 hexes away from the cultist and an empty adjacent trap, well, a hex of the trap is not empty. So like the problem is your question is I guess just incorrect. Where would living one spawn? I mean, all right. Enemies can only summon other enemies if there's an empty hex adjacent to them. And an empty hex means a hex with nothing in it other than a coin. In base Gloomhaven, it's actually nothing in it, but in updated rules, it's nothing except coins. All right. Well, I don't think it's worth getting hit twice by the spitting drakes in order to, I mean, I guess I could go invisible. I mean, I guess they'll be there and no, they won't have moved up. 1, 2, 3, 4 now. If it's just sitting there, it won't even move up. God, Resign Frenzy is so good here. I mean, I guess I just have to accept that I can go for a Resign Frenzy without. So if I use like Suggestion or Resign Frenzy next turn, move 3 plus the boots to go. But the problem is I have to be like here. 1, 2, 3, 4. It doesn't quite get the full thing. No problem. The problem is I can't go invisible this turn. If I move up a little bit and go invisible this turn, then next turn I just die when I do the Resign Frenzy. I really need to go invisible the turn I play Resign Frenzy. All right. Well, anyway, that's for neither here nor there. Let's just do a move to here. A default move, because there's no reason to get hit along with the red guard. We'll just do a default move there rather than using Gift of the Void bottom. And is there a world in which we should get back Taunting Fate? Right now. No, not immediately. Okay. So the Spitting Drakes go. So first this one attacks the summon. Again, I really just need to see a -1 here. So very badly. Like, among all the things we need... God, ridiculous. Just ridiculous. Okay. So... No, you don't need to move, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, expand. 1, 2, 3, 4, expand. Yep. Both of them can just hit from where they are. So they attack at -2. So normally they would be attacking for 5. So here 3. It'll be 3 then 4 because the second one applies poison. Both with disadvantage though. Yeah, there's the -1. So 2 damage. And a 4 with disadvantage. 4 damage. Would have been nice to get a miss. What's amazing here, I mean, like, is that they flipped almost every positive modifier in their deck, and now they're reshuffling the deck. God, just getting torn up here. All right. Oh, technically, there's wind. Actually, we created that as well. So there's wind here and ice here. All right. Well, I mean, we literally just don't get to play anymore in the red guard, unfortunately. I should have stamina potioned back my heal. That was a mistake. Because I just have nothing else to do this turn. I mean, I'm just going to play these two cards then. Probably just going to use the top of Flame Shroud to do nothing, and I'm going to just do a bottom heal. But I really should have gotten back my top heal here. Mistake. What did I walk into? Hey, B-Tone. You walked into us getting obliterated. +3 difficulty on a scenario where we have to face this many strong flying ranged enemies that move every round is just us getting completely annihilated. Okay, so ideally what I need to do is wait one more turn before playing Resign Frenzy, but I don't think that's realistic. So is it worth playing 2 losses here? Like, basically I would have to play this as a loss to get into position. Is that worth it? Maybe. I mean, we're so close to dead. I guess how many extra targets does that hit? So if we go here with Suggestion, we're doing these. If we go here, wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Getting all of these. If we go here, we're actually only getting one more enemy. No, that's never worth playing additional loss. All right. Yeah, let's just do the thing then. It's a shame because I'd really love to try to do this with Taunting Fate, obviously, since we have permanent ice and I can go invisible. But the problem is they're not going to stay clumped up like this for another round. They're going to start to spread out now. This is like the best opportunity we have. Okay. And us, we need to get the favorite, and then we can't attack anyone. We can attack the bear, but the bear will get moved first, so I can't even really attack the bear. I don't have the ability to add range, so I'm also sort of doing nothing. I guess I'm going later, waiting for something to move up, and planning on making an attack, where I pick up the favorite and attack them. I mean, the Goldus are still not summoning, which is like extremely lucky. But the Drakes having not done a non-move in 4 turns now is just getting to be a bit much. Also, this is like their most dangerous action. All right, well, nothing to do about it right now. Cave Bear not moving. Ooh, Cave Bear not moving is interesting. Do we have to move targets with this? Sort of, and you may force any figure on to move with it. Okay, good to know. So we're gonna create fire. Frost demons are doing range attack. Oh no, they're just doing no, the move pierce, whatever. All right, we're gonna create fire with the bottom shield spikes and heal the poison off of ourselves. Not that it really does much. We didn't have fire, so like we get shield there, and I'm just going to do nothing with my top. I can use the compass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I really do want to keep the bear here for the hatchet. The bear is not moving, so this turn I don't have to move it. At the same time, having the Frost Demon here is sort of a dream. No. Yeah, for the Resign Frenzy. So I think we just don't use the compass here. Okay. Should probably stamina potion something. The problem is there's like not a card that I can get back on the red guard at this point that helps in any way. So maybe I just long rest and I'll worry about the stamina potion later. Like I can't do anything on the red guard anymore because I'm a melee character at 4 life and there's no fire in this scenario. Like I'm literally just useless. So yeah, there's not really any reason to stamina potion. There's no card that I can get back and pair with this to then do something. Like yeah, theoretically I can go make a move and a mobilize attack on one of these melee enemies, but the Drakes will just kill me anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So I think it makes more sense just to not stamina potion and long rest. Okay, so we're gonna go on the Voidwarden then. We're gonna use the bottom of Suggestion as a move 3. I remember the scenario. That one broken 2 minis card was some good here. Yeah, I bet. I mean, this scenario is normally not that insane, but yeah. I mean, our character, like, +3 here just put us up to level 6 monsters. Like, normally at this point in a campaign, we'd be facing level 3 monsters, right? Instead, we're facing level 6 monsters. And generally speaking, difficulty scaling this high makes sense when you have, like, more enhancements, or, like, you know, gold spent on enhancements, stuff like that. Here, we don't have gold enhancements. We have Prosperity 2 items, and yeah, we're like level 4 and level 5 characters against level 6 monsters. It's just pretty insane. So it's more that's like really killing us here. All right, I gotta use my boots as well, but we're gonna try. I mean, we'd won a bunch of scenarios in a row, so it made sense to go up to +3, but it looks like this is gonna be a go back down to +2 type of day. But whatever, we bounce back and forth. We'll see how it goes. All right, so I'm gonna use weather boots. I'm gonna use the Invis Cloak before I forget. And I'm going to use the top of Resign Frenzy. All right, force all enemies within range 3 to perform attack 2, targeting enemies of your choice adjacent to them. These will all have advantage and use our modifier deck. And I can consume. It's the first attack done doing this. I can consume ice to give +1, or consume any elements, and I'll consume ice. I'll consume. It really doesn't matter at all which element I consume. I'll consume wind just to make Hatchet feel better about creating that element. Okay. So the first attack gets a bonus. So which is the most important? Oh crap! I forgot to use the Sand Devil though. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Does it have to muddle everything it moves through? Anytime a figure moves onto the devil or vice versa, the figure suffers 1 damage and gains muddle. Ugh. I really want the bear here so that Hatchet can hit. So I just do nothing with this turn? Don't love that either. This is frustrating. It's just the fact that the bear needs to be kept here that's really annoying. Yeah, I mean, I guess realistically it makes the most sense just not to move the Sand Devil. And like, the muddle is actually what's frustrating here. Like, realistically, I could just do 2 free damage with the Sand Devil, which would actually be great, but muddling these is probably, with the curses in our deck, probably mitigates more damage than that adds, I think. So, yeah, I guess the Sand Devil just stays here. So, yeah, I guess I didn't forget the Sand Devil. It was just straight up useless this turn. More because the muddle natively interacting with Resign Frenzy. Okay, so which attack do we care about dealing damage the most? I mean, I don't know. At this point, we have to kill every enemy. Like, the only enemy that really doesn't matter too much right now, and that's not even true, is sort of like the 2 melee enemies are the least threatening. The Frost Demon and the Bear are the ones we kind of care the least about. We need to kill the 2 cultists because they've gone 4 turns without summoning, so they're 50% to summon now. But we also need to kill these drakes because, again, the drakes are destroying us, and there's just nothing we can do about them. I guess the cultist has to be. No, these have less health. I mean, it's like half health of this compared to this. Eliminating 1 Drake does eliminate a lot of incoming damage. I think that's just necessary at this point. We'll deal with the cultist summons if they happen. All right, so let's start then, I guess, by using the Frost Demon to attack the Spitting Drake, because the first attack is the one that's going to get bonus. All these attacks have advantage. I have nothing else to use on this. So Frost Demon, you attack there first. Okay, so that's 4 because of the +1 from the element consumption. Okay. So this can attack there, but I don't want to do that right away because it's going to muddle. All these things are going to attack there. This already attacked, so it's kind of fine for these all just to go. So I guess let's go with the Cave Bear attacking there first. Yep, no damage, but you take 4. And you are wounded. This is lost. Alright, and then the cultist there. +1. Oh wait, hold on. No, it was supposed to be advantage. Did I not flip? Yeah, no, I didn't flip 2 cards there. Whoops, 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 whoops. I forgot. All of them are advantage. It's just the first one that's +1. Oh no, it's just the first one that gains advantage. No, no, okay, yeah. No, no, yeah, I was right. The first attack performed in each of your attack granting actions gains advantage, and you may consume 10. No, no, so it is. I was correct. All right, so yeah, so no, it was right. So then the next one. Oh, so then the muddle here. No, the muddle here did still matter because then these would be disadvantaged. All right, so you got a +1 on 3, so it's 3 damage here, and then you take 4, and we get to give them a curse. Take everything we can get here. All right, so we've used this and this. Now we'll use this going here. Of course. Like, how many of the curses have we already drawn at this point? We've drawn like 2 curses. Yeah. So we've drawn 6, 5 curses thus far in like 10 attacks. Oh, God. One of those days, huh? Okay, so this didn't do any damage here. This does muddle this one. I don't think that matters here. And then also takes 4 retaliate. Okay, and then this one attacks here. Yes, infuse ice. Excellent. And then you're muddled. So very close to death. All right. So, I mean, this was still very good, mostly just because of the retaliate clumping around him, which is why we did have to do this turn. Ultimately, 2 of the 5 attacks missing was pretty crappy, but yeah, I mean, can't hope for one character to do much better than that, right? Okay, the cave bear goes, takes 1. Oh no, it doesn't have wound. The cave bear is like going to make an attack without moving, so it just does nothing because we're invisible. All right, Hatchet's up. So on Hatchet, we're going to use our boots. Where are you? There. To do a move 2, loot 1, grabbing this and this. At least we'll come out of the scenario with a coin, right? Let's just put this here. Put that there. So we have the favorite back. I'm going to attack the cave bear. Is it not too dangerous to throw the favorite here? Yeah, I don't think I'm actually supposed to throw the favorite here. But oh god, I will use my weighted net. I really wish I had the weighted net on this character, huh? Because the thing is, we need to move this. I guess we're not long resting on the red guard. Then we should have used a stay on potion to get something back. Oh well. Because the thing is, I can't long rest because I really want to move this into this trap, right? So yeah, but I can't throw the favorite here because it's going to be too hard for me to recover the favorite if we end up moving this up to here. I need to save the favorite when I'm attacking a different enemy than this. So I'm just going to make an attack 4, targeting the bear. So if I get a +1 on this attack, the trap will kill, which is kind of what we just have to hope for here. Oh god, and we drew 2 curses with this. I mean, I guess we got the good modifiers right away. God. All right, 3 damage. How can we get such bad? I mean, like, it's sort of like this has been atrocious for us, and our flips have been. I mean, their flips and our flips combined have just been terrible. But this has been like, well, but you can't complain. You see, the cultists haven't summoned. It's really frustrating. All right, well, that's that. Frost demons go. They can consume any element to create ice. It doesn't matter. The fire goes away at the end of the round anyway. They have -1 movement, so again 3 movement. Oh no, but by going here. Oh no, they consider this a trap. Yes, thank God. All right, so you take 1, lose this. You have 2 movement. You can't go anywhere. Oh, but you see, Gripe, the cultists haven't summoned, so this is actually easy mode. Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, at least we managed to keep good spacing here. So 1, 2, 3. I mean, easy. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, yeah, we're just dead. Hold on, no, actually, 1, 2, 3. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But for you, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, well, we actually divided these attacks unintentionally as well as we possibly could. Or, I mean, I did this all on purpose. All right. So attack 3 and then attack 4 on the hatchet. The second one is with disadvantage. Attack 3. I mean, like, I can't even. It's just so extremely over. All right, 6. Sure, why not? Next one's disadvantaged, which of course, if the curse had been here, All right, and then there. What? Come on! God, I can't. I'm really gonna lose it. This is really significant, right? Because, unfortunately, this, being as it was an attack 3 on the red guard, with a positive modifier, means we're pitching another card. Yeah, I mean, this is actually impossible. We've barely even scratched these enemies at this point. There was no world in which we could beat this. None whatsoever. Oh, crap, I didn't even do the cultists. I skipped them, sorry. They had -1 movement. They actually went before the Frost Demons, so this would have been there still. Hold on. Hold up, sorry. -1 movement, so 2 movement, they heal themselves for 1. So this would have just healed itself 1. 2 movement, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you're closer by proximity, so you actually would have gone like this. And then for you, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, closer by proximity, so you would have gone like this. All right, so we're good. So the thing is, I can't long rest because I need to use the Sand Devil to put the bear into this. So even though I'd like to long rest, I actually just have to short rest here. Sure. All right, for us, we just need to go as early as possible and play Lure of the Void to move one of those cultists into a trap. Oh, I guess I don't theoretically want to go early. I suppose I'm not killing one of the cultists. What initiatives do they have left? So they got a 10 left, which we can't beat. Got their Healy actions and the 2 summons. So they've got a 10, a heal, and 2 summons, right? If I'm not mistaken. Oops, this should have moved as well. Oh, yeah, because he's went after the cultists, yeah. Yeah, so I guess it actually makes more sense for us to go later, not earlier. So I can actually do this and this. There we go. Because it's not like I'm going to kill one of the cultists here when they before they summon, so it doesn't really change too much that I put one of them into the trap, right? Alright, well, I'm going to play these 2 cards, and we're going to see what we can do with them. And we need to make sure we go invisible this round. So we just need to go as early as humanly possible so the bear can't run up to us. And we can put him into the trap. This bottom, of course, just doing nothing. And I guess we're just going to make a disarm attack on the Frost Demon here. Cultist still not summoning. Incredible. They finally do the non-move. Unfortunately, probably 1 or 2 turns late. What levels are the monsters? Don't they cap to level 7? What do you do then for your +3 difficulty? Yeah, they do cap at level 7. Here the monsters level 6, and once we cap out the monsters, we go from a 3-player setup to a 4-player setup to increase difficulty. All right, so the red guard goes first. I don't even know what the bears are going to do, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to move you into this trap. Go down to 2. And the trap's immobilized as well. Yes. And then I'm going to move it to here. Hold on. Are you moving this round? You're not. Yeah, so putting this on you is pretty good because then I can drag you into a trap next turn. So you take 1 damage. I'm not going to bother with the immobilizing. Or I mean the muddling because it's not attacking. Okay, so then I'm going to create ice. So the fire's gone. Anyway. I'm going to create ice and dark. I'm going to make an attack 2, disarm, targeting the elite. Oh, I guess disarming you doesn't do anything, huh? I mean, I suppose there's nothing else that I'm attacking here anyway, so because I can't run up into these. So I'm attacking you just to deal 2 damage. +1. So 3. And you're disarmed. And these have 4 range, so where we're standing is fine. Oh no, because I don't want to get immobilized, right? So let's just take a step back. Our tank is hiding all the way in the back of the room. That's when you know things are going well. Alright, so the Frost Demons go. They heal themselves for 3. This one takes 1 from its wound. Loses this, heals for 3. You heal for 1. They immobilize everything, but we're invisible, so we don't get targeted. Alright, Hatchet's up next. So then, I'm just going to do the top of repeat shot, targeting this elite here, and I am going to throw the favorite. I don't think it makes sense to use a stun powder here. This is like kind of the least significant enemy to stun. Like, I should be able to stun him next turn before he does anything. Alright. +2, that's good. So 3 + 3 + 2 is 8. Down to 9. Favorite is in him. And then I'm going to do a move 3, creating Earth that heals for 1. 1, 2, 3 to here. And I'm gonna heal the poison off the red guard because the red guard heals health more than we do. Okay. Then the cultists go. So the cultists have -1 movement, so 2. 2, 1, 2. And then they do some healing. They each heal for 3, which is pretty unfortunate. Putting this up to 8. Maybe I should have kept this under there to just kill that next turn. Oops. Oh well. Okay. So then the Voidwarden goes. Yeah, I really should have, right? No, I'm gonna guess it doesn't really work that way. So we have a bunch of elements. What if we just go ham here instead? I think that's actually got to be the plan. I think this is a go ham situation. Especially because we really do need to kill these things. All right. So here's our plan. Man, can Voidwarden actually turn the scenario around? We'll see. So I'm going to use the Empowering Talisman. During your turn, refresh one of your consumed items. Boom. I'm going to refresh the Ring of Skulls. Oh no, but if we stay here, we get stunned, and then we're dead. Oh, we could have had such a cool turn. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Oh. No, 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 no. All right, we. Damn you. Why couldn't you just do the thing where you don't attack for 1 turn? I mean, whatever, this is still good. What I was going to get to do is actually to summon the skeleton. This is why having the skeleton is so great in the Voidwarden, right? I could have summoned the skeleton here, okay? First, I would use the bottom of Lure of the Void, consuming Dark and consuming another element with Master Influence, to make the skeleton perform an attack 8 with advantage targeting the bear, which would kill the bear. Normally, we've already gotten 2 curses out of our deck, and the attack has advantage on attack 8, so again, should kill. And then we could then use the top of Wicked Scratch to also command it to then attack like the cultist, getting another attack 5 with advantage in, giving us a total of like 13 damage this turn, and as well as killing this, which has been amazing, right? Sadly, though, then we would get stunned and die. And getting stunned and dying is probably not the best plan ever. If I somehow had 1 more turn of invisibility, okay. So given that that doesn't work, I guess we're just back on Lure of the Voiding people. Wait, so how do we have Dark? Oh yeah, Dark was created here. Alright, I mean, I guess we're just executing the bear with Lure of the Void then. And we'll just next turn drag that Frost Demon to there. Alright, so I'm going to use the top of Lure of the Void. Consuming Dark, gaining 1 experience. Force the target, disarm an enemy at range 3. We're going to target the bear, and oh, but he's immobilized. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Oh man. All right, hold on. So I should have left this under the cave bear actually. Yeah. I should have left the sand devil here. I think I'm just going to allow myself to correct this. The attack that, like, the only new information we actually have at this point is just what we flipped for this attack here, but this had nothing to do with this. And so I just wasn't considering all my cards. So this is an easy enough reversion because while there is technically new information, there's no new information that whatsoever pertains to this. And it's not like the 1 damage here ever would have mattered. We knew this. It's just getting a little bit overwhelmed. So accordingly, yeah, leaving the sand devil here makes sense. This wouldn't have changed anything that happened this turn otherwise. No. Muddling you didn't actually make a difference, and you would have always just healed yourself up to full no matter what. All right, so then accordingly, I can now, at range 3, force this to move into this trap, taking 8. Not that this is the most useful thing in the world, but whatever, we do what we can, right? And then I'm just going to use the bottom of Wicked Scratch as default move 2, and go 1, 2, like so. Yep. Alright, so the Cave Bear loses its immobilized, doesn't have anything special, no. And the Spitting Drakes just have range 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, which we just narrowly avoid. Well, we're certainly not doing any long rests here, as much as I might like to. So yeah, we played the 2 losses. Okay, that's fine. Is there a world in which we can play this scenario without that? I don't think so. Not much better. Nope. Also a card we can't lose. Sure. So we each have to pay 1 life. All right. So what's our plan here? We need to go as quickly as possible so that we can transport the bear into there before it goes. As quickly as possible for us is not great right now, but that's just going to be this, and we're going to pray. I mean, we just, again, need to be sometimes lucky here. So what can this do? Not really anything that we want it to do here. Okay. What are other options here? So the cultists are almost surely summoning this turn. We really should just be playing this. Let's back up here. This does stop a summon. No reason to be greedier than this. I guess just play this attack. Makes sense. Okay. Guess I don't know what I'm doing, but this seems to make sense. Is that necessary? I guess between Hatchet's attack and our attack, this should die. So, man, the bottom heal actually would be very useful right now. Let's just go for this. I mean, I just gotta hope that the Frost Team goes a bit later here. I don't think I have a line that doesn't involve that. Like, basically later than 38. I mean, I guess if it doesn't, I'm disarming it, is the thing. So maybe I don't need to disarm it here, is the thing. I can save the disarm for later. Can I just try to get away with the bear going late? No, that's just too risky. Because what I'd love to do is just do a double heal turn here on the red guard to actually prepare us for the future. No, that's not possible. It's just way too risky. I mean, like, I know I've got to play somewhat greedy, but I think that's just too greedy. I think we just play this and this, and I'll explain why. So if these summon, we actually, as Hatchet, can just attack here, use our stun powder to stun this, and Voidwarden stuns here, and then the disarm here prevents this. Again, still kind of counting on these somehow not attacking. This is our line to victory. Yeah, there's the summon. Oh, the Cave Bear went later. Frost Demon went right away, but doesn't attack. Okay, that's all right. All right. So you're saying there's a chance. Spitting Drakes, no. God. Well, never mind. They flipped this 3 times. So this is round, what, 6? That's not even keeping track because it bugged. Yes. This is the 6th flip that they've had because they flipped... Yeah. Yeah, they flipped 2 cards and they flipped this the first time. Then they reflipped this, and then they flipped the stun, and then they flipped this. So they flipped this, which is their strongest action. They flipped 3 of the 6 turns in this scenario. But of course, they didn't flip it when they were too far away to hit us either, where it would have just like been less movement. It's like, it's really frustrating to be so close to having a chance and then just get it taken away from you by just like this bullshit. All right. So which one of us is first? Hatchet's first, so you're going to move to Hatchet. So we can have you go here, here. I'd rather you here, obviously. Obviously. All right, Frost Demon. Oh, wait, no, the other one in the back is immobilized and disarmed. They also have more shield. 1 more shield or 2 more shield? 2 more shield. 2 shield, I should say. Okay, so red guard's up. I wish I had the Jaws of the Lion item to attack someone who's further away, huh? So first we use this Sand Devil to transport you to there. I mean, the Sand Devil's been great here. Well, pretty good. It's been good, definitely. All right, that just kills the bear here. I don't think we have anything better than that. Like, I can't imagine we could do... Well, with move 4, could we make it to a Drake? No. I'm not even close to making it to Drakes with that. Nope. So, yeah. Okay, okay, okay. Sure. So Sand Devil kills that, and then I'm going to use the bottom of Burn Away the Dark, simply like so. Like that, just to tank the things. That's what we're gonna have to do here. Yeah. Never get the favor back. Yep. Yep. Because we can't have them. I mean, we can't have them hitting the red guard anymore. Period. Disarming you. Sure. Can consume an element to create an element here. Can consume ice to create fire. Really, no reason to be doing that. No reason not to, but whatever. Sorry, I have to blow my nose. All right, back. Sorry, I mean, it was a little bit bad today. It's just very cold in here today. All right. Yeah, I mean, I should never attack this. It is 4 retaliate, and I have 4 health, so seems not great. Hatchet's up. So I'm going to use the top of Repeat Shot as an attack 3, range 3. I'm going to attack the Elite Cultist. I'm going to use the Stun Powder to stun it. All right. Stun you. And then I'm going to do a move 3, heal 3. Oh, I don't have my boots. Oh. So you couldn't go there? Well, too late for that. I didn't realize I didn't have the boots there. So the problem is now I can't put the hatchet somewhere where the red guard doesn't tank these hits. So it just never made sense to disarm them. So we would just go to like here, I guess. Again, the fact that we flipped for this impacted this not at all. I'm not gonna handicap myself unnecessarily here when I'm playing a nice edge to begin with. And again, I'm not gonna pretend as if like disarming this or not has anything to do with whether I level +3 or a miss or a +0 here. Since this attack has really nothing to do with how long it survives. Alright. Very little. Tangentially at best. Again, the thing which is informing our decision here is quite simply the fact that we do not have boots, and we couldn't move one more, which is not something we paid attention to because we were playing three-handed. Okay, we removed the poison. I mean, we're going to have to pitch multiple cards here, but at least we can absorb one attack, and at least they're not going to be AoE clustered on us. Alright, Voidwarden's up next. Yeah, so I don't think it makes sense to attack into the target with shield, so we'll just attack the Elite Cultist instead. So I'm attacking the Elite Cultist with the Last Journey, definitely attacking before cursing. Really nothing special worth using here. So yeah, we just make that attack. Okay. 5, and give them one more curse, which hopefully they'll draw at some point. And then we curse ourselves. These inevitably we will draw. To do a stun at range 3, stunning the regular cultist. I could resummon the skeleton, but it just gets AoE clumped with me, so it doesn't actually do anything. Alright, so there are no more cave bears. Cultists are both stunned, so the drakes go. This one shouldn't be muddled anymore either. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they're all hitting the hatchet. I wish one were hitting here, but nothing I can do about that either. I suppose Hatchet could have gone invisible to have them all hit the Voidwarden instead. No, I don't think that's worth it. Like, we're just kind of redirecting. I mean, sure, we would be saving one lost card with health, but we'll have another opportunity for Hatchet to go invisible and redirect the attacks to Voidwarden. I don't think it needed to be here. The invisible value is pretty low. Also, like, I don't know, decent chance for one attack to miss here with 3 curses and a miss in their deck. One attack, the first attack doesn't cause us to lose a card, and if one of the two can miss, I think this is okay. Alright, well, here goes. So the first attack is for 3, and then it's 4 and 4. So 3. Come on! That's the second time we've been attacked on Hatchet, and the second time we've been crit. I just... All right. Well, which card do we want the least? This. Yeah, or that, exactly. I know, it's just... Alright. Well, this one we take, going down to 1. I mean, like, this is fine, actually. We're getting the +2 out of their deck. Although, no, we're not actually getting the +2 out of their deck because they're just reshuffling. That's the third... Like, they've flipped the +2 3 times now. Like, what is going on today? Why? Why is this happening to me? I'm gonna lose it. Oh, God. Alright, this didn't impact anything, but it's just, like, sort of insane. But again, remember, they didn't summon until the 6th turn, so, you know. Yeah, it does feel bad. It feels really bad. This has been an unpleasant experience overall today. I mean, this scenario thus far. Alright, well, keep on doing the best we can. I think we also forgot a muddle in the past as well. So, yeah. We didn't forget the muddle here, but I think Hatchet should have been muddled one time when Hatchet wasn't. So I guess we've also cheated, so whatever. Whatever. Alright, well, let's just try to do the thing here. Again, we're going to be disadvantaged, and we're just going to draw our curse and our miss, but I don't care. Ricochet here and here, finally killing off one of these, and going invisible this round, since we're at 1 health and poison in the middle of everything. We're going to play our 2 cards, since we can't really short rest early here. This is the best we can do. The thing didn't get disarmed, though, since we weren't able to. So what can Voidwarden do? No, Miss Voidwarden, I expect you to die. I mean, I suppose it's got to be this. Just, like, stunning one of them. Yeah, I think we just play these 2 cards. I think we just have to throw losses here. Realistically, at least we can get some experience. Well, now that... this is sort of unbelievable, right? I mean, alright, whatever. I guess it's fine. They're finally doing the no attack thing. Just when we've lost all hope, they're like, yeah, okay. But it actually sucks because we were going to get to finally kill one of them, but now we can't even ricochet attack into them. So this was actually, like, thus far in the scenario, this is actually the single worst time for them to do this. Which, it's still not that bad that they're doing this, but if they could, like, if they could choose a time that they had to do this, this would be it. Alright, well, whatever. Whatever. Are they called No, they're doing the attack where they heal themselves? Yeah. So, although the Voidwarden goes before, one of them's going to be stunned, so I actually don't need to go invis this round. The issue is I'm going rather late next round, so I think I'm still supposed to go invis this round. Alright, so I'm going to use the bottom of Fancy Hat to add +1 to all my attacks. I'm going to do an attack 3, or 4 here, and then 3 there, both with disadvantage because I'm muddled. Alright, so 2 damage, and then 3 damage. Lose this. How greedy is it to hope that 24 is fast enough next round? Not even that greedy, in all fairness. Most of these things don't attack that early. Oh, but this will hit us this turn. This will hit us this turn. Unless we control... Unless that's the thing we mind control here. But I think it always makes sense to mind control one of these because they attack with curse. Realistically, what I want to do is, like, mind control this to come in here so it also gets retaliated. That's pretty good. Yeah, alright, so we actually do have to go invisible here. Poof. We out. Alright, Hatchet's done. Voidward's up. I reserve the right to change that if I realize something. Obviously not flips here, because the flips actually do sort of impact that. Alright, I'm going to gain 2 experience. I'm going to consume the ice. Doesn't really matter. They just recreate it. Force one enemy within range 4 to perform move 3 with you controlling the action, and attack 3 targeting an enemy of your choice adjacent to them. And then we stun the acting enemy. So I'm going to control this. Make this go attack here, or I can make this go attack here, I guess is the question. I suppose the first thing I should do is have Hatchet attack the cultist and see what flips. So let's do things in the correct order here then. I mean, I already gained the experience, but whatever. So I'm gonna use the bottom stand fast. One ally or enemy within range 3 may perform. Oh no, but it always makes sense to control them for the attacks because they have curse as well. Also, I guess the stun doesn't matter so much because actually I could just do, like, I can command you to come over here, attack here. You take the 4 retaliate, and then I command you to attack again. You do some damage, and then you get killed by the retaliate. That's actually got to be the best. So yeah, let's do that. So we have these two elements. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do suggestion. I'm gonna command the elite to go here, attack into this, and I'm not gonna actually use the ice rider here. Instead, I'll just use the ice for the master influence on this. So this gives an attack 4 with advantage, targeting here, using our deck. Come on. On an advantage attack. All right. Then we're going to force the cultist to attack here. We're going to consume the earth. And we're going to make it no longer disadvantage. So this is going to be an attack 4 with neither advantage nor disadvantage. So 5. And you die to the retaliate. All right. So this is lost. This is discarded. All right, red guard's up. Well, red guard's just going to do red guard things here. We're going to heal ourselves for 6. And gain an XP. Also create fire, but that doesn't matter at all. Cultist go, or cultist goes. He's going to have -1 move, +0 attack. So he attacks for 2 curse. Here. What? No +2? Really? That doesn't make a lot of sense. All right, and then you're going to go here and create ice, attack for 5. Here's the +2. Oh my god, really? They can draw that? I didn't even know it. What a time to be alive. All right. It makes sense to go earlier here, but then we die to the drakes. We can't even get out of their... I mean, I guess we can. Hold on. Yeah, all right. So realistically, this is a turn where I just have to, again, assume that the drakes don't move. If I go earlier, attack here, and kill this, like, it's saving damage from our allies, which is pretty important. Like, I know that I'm not saving myself, but basically anyone who gets hit at this point is just dying from... Like, if these drakes hit us when we have 1 life, 4 life, and 10 life, but, like, we're just sort of dead anyway, you know? Oh, sorry, the back Frost Demon should have moved. It had -2 movement. -1 movement at 2 movement. Yeah. And going earlier does allow us to kill this. Like, typically we want to go late out of Invis, but when it, like, you go late out of Invis to avoid incoming damage, but here we're just, like, redirecting the incoming damage, which is not really useful. We just, the Drakes just have to go late this round. I mean, no, sorry, have to not move this round. That's the only real line for us here. All right, so that kills that. Then we move here, get the coin, or get the favorite back. So what are we doing here? Well, I think the red guard's taking a long rest. This makes sense here. Again, we just playing around the Drake's not moving. Just, it has to happen this time. There's no way we can deal with the Drake's attacks this round. So I don't really have the gifted attacks except for Gift of the Void. I guess Gift of the Void is the plan here. I guess the plan is just to move away. I think I'll keep Taunting Fate because it's more interesting. I'm going to move away at 21, which is hopefully fast enough. Like 13 versus 21 doesn't change anything against these. It doesn't change much against here, especially since Hatchet is the one we typically want to kill here. I don't want to put the poison on something at 4 health. And so I'm just going to move away with Gift and Take as a default move 2. I'm going to use Gift of the Void plus my summon to make a poison attack on a cultist. Nope. Nope. Well, it's fun while it lasted, or something. Okay, so Frost Demon goes later, huh? I would have to move to here. I mean, one of us is just dead this round, so yeah. Like, I can kill one of the drakes, presumably, by using the summon, Gift of the Void, and another drake will attack my summon, which is also useful, so the summon will basically blank 2 attacks, although the drake won't actually attack my summon, the cultist will attack my summon. I guess the cultist could attack me if if I go here and place that there. The issue is then the Frost Demon as well as hitting me. I mean, I guess one of us just have to sacrifice our life here, and I suppose that's going to be the Voidwarden. So, sure. Let's use the bottom of Give and Take as a default move, too. Let's go to here. Going out with a bang. We have 2 cards in hand to pitch? Sure. So I do a default move like this. I'm going to use the Empowering Talisman to bring back the Ring of Skulls. I'm going to bring the Ring of Skulls back out. Do I still have the summon somewhere? Yeah. So I'm going to make the summon right here. I mean, those drakes can't hit us this round. We can't let all those drakes hit us this round. Okay, and then I'm going to use Gift of the Void, creating dark. There's already ice. Oops, not ice. There's already ice, so I make the summon take 2 damage. Goes down to 1, which is fine. I'm going to consume the ice on this. So the summon, so I poison this running drake or spitting drake here, and then the summon makes an attack 5 with advantage, targeting it using my deck. All right, sure. Ooh, okay. Well, we'll take 1 healing on an ally. I'll actually do it on Hatchet, because then theoretically Hatchet can be healed. I think 1 healing here is more valuable with a poison. All right, so we do kill this. If I had another Inviscloak, this would be great here, but I don't. So we do have an interesting question here, which is, should we consider stamina potioning to have another card to lose? So this cultist hits us for 2 even. So we go down to 2 there. This spitting drake hits and kills the summon. This spitting drake hits us. This hits us. So we're gonna have to lose 2 cards here. No. So it doesn't make sense. Like, I guess if there's 1 miss, then I'll wish I stamina potion, but I don't think I should play around them missing, especially since they're attacking with strengthen. All right, Hatchet goes. We're going to do an attack 4 with Center Mass, targeting the Elite Frost Demon. Impossible. I mean, we tried. We've really tried our hardest. Is there even another curse in this deck? No, we drew all of them. We drew all of them. Yeah. Yeah. Impossible. I mean, this surviving is just too costly here. Survives, you don't get back the favorite. That's the end. All right. Do I have give and take still? So at this point, this scenario is absolutely over. There's no. I think if we killed this, we had a chance still, maybe, but there's no winning from this spot. Absolutely no winning from the spot. So now the goal is just to get the chest. I guess the red guard is our odds-on favorite to go get the chest. How many? Like, so we have our move 6 loss still, and then we have a couple move. We still have both of our move 4s, one of which can jump. So we're at 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. So in 3 turns, red guard can do it. So we just have to try to hold on for 3 turns here. All right. Yeah. So I mean, I guess it's better for us to lose a card here to keep the red guard in health. So I'm just gonna move here with the bottom of retrieval, pick up this coin, and I'm gonna use a stamina potion just to get back a card to pitch. All right, at this point, I'm just playing for experience. The scenario is very, very much over. So what can give me experience here? I mean, this gives me experience and allows me to tank. There you go. I guess this doesn't do. I mean, I don't know. Retrieval also doesn't do anything. Let's just pitch retreat. Well, let's get back to retrieval to pitch here. That was the final straw. All right, so the cultist is going to attack for 2 on the Voidwarden. Sure, go to 1. Another curse. Gulf's is done. Spitting Drake attacks there with advantage. Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. I knew that they would draw out the curses while they're attacking strengthened. Alright, attacks here. We haven't seen these misses or curses all scenario. And of course, they only flip them the turn they attack with strengthened. Like I said, they couldn't have done this better. They really could not have. Alright, losing a card. Not sure how much it matters which one. Technically, yeah, no, it really doesn't matter which one. God, I don't think I've seen anything like this in a while. Alright, this Frost Demon attacks there. Alright, that's nice at least. I mean, this ultimately doesn't really matter. We even Stamina Potion a card to get back. This is kind of like the least significant one. This Frost Demon attacks there. Yep. Alright, end of the round. Refresh this, refresh this. Heal for 2. Yeah, get rid of this here. Alright. Short rest. Do I have CC at all left? I got CC on bottom, but I have no early top initiative. Oh, I can't reroll him at 1 life. Yeah, well, I mean, technically I can, but probably not worth it. Mm-hmm. All right. Do these two things just for experience here and just to buy a little time or something. I don't know. I guess realistically, no. I should do a stun because yeah, my goal is to like buy time and space for the red guard to go do the things. All right, so we'll do this next turn because I think the 6 doesn't line up so well here. No, 4 makes more sense. So I'll just do a heal and a move 4. I'll keep the early initiative for later, I think. So yeah, something like this. Rather go late so that I don't get hit. I mean, later of the cards. Here we're just going to take a short rest. Sure. Alright, so my goal on Hatchet is actually just to gain some experience. So we never get to gain experience in this class. So let's do that. Alright, they summon. Sure. Hatchet's up first. So we have an attack 5, range 3. Sure, let's do this on the regular Frost Demon. Why not? So I'm going to gain 2 experience here no matter what. We're attacking the regular Frost Demon. Alright, of course. This kills. And we create wind. This is lost. It's also ice and wind. Alright, and then we have we also create dark. We do a move 3, shield 2. Just gonna go to this coin. We got 2 shield. All the shield. Now no one can say we never play the top of Fancy Hat. Alright, so the Frost Demon goes. I believe it doesn't attack here. It just moves next to us here. It does require us to use our jump boots here, but that's fine. That's fine. Alright, so then we gain 1 experience. We heal ourselves for 4. And we're going to play the bottom of Strangling Chain plus our jump boots. 1, 2, 3, 4, like so. And Spitting Drake is doing the stun, huh? But you're attacking there? Sure. I'm just going to go ahead and use the compass now, just to be safe. So I'm going to compass you over this way. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, we're done. Voidwarden's up. So I'm going to consume the dark, not curse myself, and I'm going to stun number 6, I guess. And then I'll just make an attack that curses with disadvantage, targeting the regular Spitting Drake. So here it's ambiguous, so we just take the first. So it's 6 damage. And a curse. And I'll just get back a card. This is where we're gonna get stunned anyway. Guess technically that's better to get back then, huh? Alright, the Cultist summons. Here. Takes 2. And so the one remaining Spitting Drake attacks the Voidwarden. Of course. Of course, now that it's just impossible to win is when they start flipping like this. I love it. I like flipping the non-moves, which would have been great earlier on, flipping curses. You know, I understand all too well what's going on here. All right, let's do this and this. This just for initiative, just to get the hell out of here before anything bad happens to us, and this for the giant move jump to make it to the chest. All right, do we have any more ways of gaining experience here? Not really. So let's just play some cards, I guess. Same thing here. I guess we can gain experience now, huh? Yeah. Let's do that. Let's gain some experience. All right, start round. Red guard. So Red guard's going to gain 1 experience. It's going to do a move 6 jump with the bottom Desert Knight as a loss. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to here. Yep. And we're just going to discard this. And I'm actually going to just immediately Stamina Potion, then move 4 back, so that I can get the chest next turn. I'll stop playing after I get the chest. I won't milk this any further. All right. I love it. Don't you? Isn't this amazing? The one thing we've been waiting for them to do the entire scenario, just praying, hoping for them to do all scenario. And the only time they finally start really doing this nonsense, like, look at this. For all the turns I just needed them to not attack once, now 3 of their last 4 turns, like not move and attack, they've done this. It's just actually incredible. But you see, it all evens out. All right, so I actually do have to do this stuff, don't I? This is annoying. Sure. Oh, we're stunned anyway. Why did we play cards in the Voidward? Oh, whatever. Attack. I should just be long resting. Whatever. Attack on the Voidwarden. Pitch a card. Yeah, that was a mistake because I had more cards in my discard right now. Oh well. Attack on Hatchet. Curse, sure. Next one is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Yeah. Attack on the Voidwarden. We're out. Okay. Attack on Hatchet. Hatchet's been a crit magnet. That's at least funny. All right. Lose this. Also, we're poison and muddled, just for whatever it matters. All right, Hatchet goes. No coins to get or anything like that. I guess if I played Retrieval, I could have, but whatever. I really don't care. I'm just gonna move like so. Remove my poison and create Earth. I don't really care though. I'm not gonna bother actually doing this stuff. Really doesn't matter. Voidwarden's out. Frost Demon. Frost Demon, you have. Oh yeah, the ranged attack for 1,000,000. Sure. I think it's range 3 with ice consumption, right? Yes. So just there. Ah, Jesus. Of course. All right. And Living Bones is actually just going to finish the Hatchet, I think. We summon another Bones here. I think this really doesn't matter, but I guess I'll summon it anyway just to be safe. Just to show that I played this out properly. I'm kind of just rushing here. So the 74 is the move, attack the same target multiple times. So this goes here. It just puts an end to the Hatchet. Yeah. All right. Technically, I can pitch 2 cards with the second attack. I mean, all right, sure. I pitch 2 cards. Second attack kills me. I'm out as well. We got annihilated here. All right. Well, we always get the chest at least. So, move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So, spoiling chest number 73. 73, we are spoiling chest number 73. Fair warning, chest number 73 will be spoiled. This is your last warning. We are going to spoil chest number 73. I repeat, 7-3, chest number 73. Going once, going twice, being spoiled. All right. There we go. Random item design, huh? Okay. I'll do that in just a second then. They are all going to do some stuff. I don't really care. I'm not going to try to milk a tiny bit more experience. Let's just go ahead and do end round and game setup and scenario lost. And I can close picture in picture for the time being. So it did give us our appropriate experience. Yeah, so Hatchet actually did not manage to level up. Brutal. All right, these will go here. That was a rough one. I need to get my beautiful little sand devil back as well. All right. Yes. So the only post-scenario stuff to do now is this random item design. Let me just change the screen quickly. Draw. All right. I'm going to be spoiling random or item number 80. So random item design, which is item number 80. We're going to be spoiling item number 80. Again, I don't consider random item designs to be much of a spoiler, but I still understand if people, I mean, like, they are technically a spoiler. I understand that it's like sort of random, so like who cares that much to know these things exist, but still, we're spoiling item number 80, so you've been warned, item number 80. I mean, it's just going to technically be part of the campaign from now on, though. So we got the Tremor Blade. During your melee attack, consume Earth, add +2 to a single attack. We do have one consistent Earth generation, but that's it. Just the one, right? We don't have any other sources of Earth, do we? Because that could be an interesting alternate. I mean, I guess we just don't make too many melee attacks on Redguard either. Oops, no, we don't want to be looking at those cards. It's, yeah, so there we have just one Earth. We don't think we create any Earth here. We don't create any Earth. Yeah, so there's just the one Earth there. Yeah, so Tremor Blade's not really getting the job done. Hold on, I do need to grab the other copy of it out quickly. Oh, it's random red. Oops, looking in the wrong pile. Sorry. Okay. All right. So yeah, I think that's all we have to do before cutting the VOD here. So yeah, I'm just gonna quickly cut the VOD then. Sorry about the loss, everyone, but again, these are bound to happen. Going up to +3 on this scenario, I mean, if I had to reevaluate, what do I think from the very beginning of the scenario our odds to win this scenario were? I don't know, maybe chat can help me out. I would say we were probably like 30% to win the scenario. Like, we definitely got unlucky, no doubt. Maybe we're like 40% to win the scenario. I think we were definitely under 50% to win for sure at +3 difficulty here. So, I mean, which is still exciting. Again, it makes it more frustrating when you get unlucky. I think like we were definitely in a low percentile of like, I mean, we had more unlucky flips by far than lucky flips. Again, the cultists were really the only shining point for us, but obviously, like, all right, how to put this? If we could have had this scenario where the cultists stayed back here and just like summoned on the first turn, but then the drakes also didn't do anything for a turn or two, this still would have been an easier scenario. It would have just been slightly a more balanced scenario where we could face enemies at a more reasonable pace. The issue is that there's just like, I mean, if you look at the total incoming damage possible, I guess not from the first turn, but from the second turn of the scenario, you're looking at an attack. What was it, like 7 wound? So, like, theoretically, that means this attacks for 8, this attacks for 6, and these each attack for 5. So, 8, 6, 4. So, you're like 29 incoming damage per round from the second round of the scenario. If the drakes all end up hitting, are able to hit, and the bears. So, like, obviously, we can CC some of these, but, like, when we're doing CC actions, we're also not really killing things, and these drakes are just sitting back there pounding us. But our party doesn't really have the ability to go deal with these drakes easily either. I mean, Hatchet's kind of the best one, but also throwing the favorite back here and then like using Hatchet's miserable movement to go get it, and then just getting mobbed by all the enemies up there. I don't know. So yeah, again, I don't think we were favored to win this scenario, and then we definitely did get unlucky. It doesn't mean to me that I'll stop playing on +3. This was obviously just like this sort of scenario setup was really hard. Although we're about to go to another scenario that I think is actually harder than this for us at +3 difficulty. So this may very well be a double loss day, but we had a couple double win days in a row, so sometimes you gotta have some double losses. All right, well anyway, that's enough for the VOD here. I'm gonna cut it. Thanks for watching.